Well, it won't be very long before Craig MacTavish is the general manager of the Edmonton Oilers for a second draft. As you get ready for draft number 2 compared to draft number 1, is it much different other than the positioning of moving up from number 7 last year to number 3 this year?
I don't think so. I think I'm equally optimistic this year, maybe, well, I wouldn't say more optimistic, but very optimistic. This is an exciting time for all managers. I think the draft is an exciting time because you're adding to your team. There's lots of optimism in the air. You're really excited and intrigued with the potential of these players that are coming into your organization, and you're really adding and building to your team. So it's a fun time for managers.
At this point, do you know who you want?
I like them all, really. I like all the first 3 or 4 picks. The first 4 picks we've met. Very impressed with the polish and the focus of all 4 of those players, and we'd be lucky to get any one of them.
What do you think maybe then you need most importantly going into this draft?
I think that's an open question. A lot's been said about our need on defense with Nikita Nikitin. With the addition of Nikita, I think that a real strong argument could be made for our biggest need being a big, solid centerman. We all talk about how tough they are to come by. You have to draft them, so I would say we're needy in both areas, defenseman and centerman.
Where your position right now, potentially you could go lower and maybe still get the player you want, but also go higher. How might that play out as we head into Friday evening?
Well, I've had discussions to do both. At this point, it doesn't look like anything's imminent in that regard. Those things may change over time. But as you get closer to the draft, you get more intrigued and excited with the potential of these players. And, we really need a player to come in and be another Nugent Hopkins or another Taylor Hall to come in and have that type of impact on our hockey club. And the closer you get to draft day, the more that potential is in play and the more excited we are as an organization to add that player.
What have conversations been like regarding potential trades? Maybe GM's calling you about your players, and in a few days it'll be UFA July 1st. How are things settling down, or maybe not, regarding that area?
Well, it is the honeymoon period of the UFA period, and they don't even buy a dinner before July 1st, but it is an exciting time because and it's very competitive. So you've got to have your act together on who you're hunting, how hard you're hunting them, because anything on the periphery, you're not getting that player. You have to be totally committed. So you start with a big focus and you narrow that focus, and then you go aggressively after 5 or 6 guys, and maybe a smaller number than that. So that's an exciting period of time. As for trades, those discussions are ongoing, and we all know how difficult it is to make a trade in today's era, and those impediments still exist.
Well, I hope the honeymoon turns into a long and prosperous marriage for the Oilers and whatever potential player that's out there.
Well, we hope so too, Gene. Thanks.